Welcome back, artists. Today we are going to work on enlarging the object that you chose. You have an image that is behind this circle. Our goal is to draw it this big and fill this circle, and we're only going to be drawing the things that are inside the circle. This is a tool that can help you make things big. One of the things that I do to help me compare things is to draw some lines, a horizontal and vertical line. So I'm now creating smaller spaces that I'm comparing to. If you're going to do that, it's helpful to also do that on the big circle. Now I have 4 other points to help me compare things. The easiest thing to do is to go around and figure out, okay, where is there something touching the edge? So I have something here. I have the handlebars here. If I think of this as a clock, this is like at 1 o'clock. So right over in here is where my handlebars are. And then if I go to between 1 and 2 is the basket where that comes in. And then when I come down to this other quadrant here, I have the circle. I notice that this tire stops and starts on the edge, and the wheel of this tire goes all the way up to this part here. So I'm going to put like a line here to indicate where this should start, and then another one here. And now I know this is a big arch that goes up and touches this cross line here, the midline. And I'm just continuing around. So now I have the gear shifts in this area, so it touches the edge here. Maybe not quite that big. But if you notice, I am drawing very lightly right now. When you begin to draw, you want to draw light until you get it right. So now I have this other arch here that goes all the way up to this line here, comes down in this area. Now I'm getting close to where the bike is, or the bike seat. Here is the back that goes above the tire. And then the seat comes out over in this area. And then I have the other handlebar not too far away from the seat here. So right in this area. So now that I have the things that kind of go around the edge, I can sort of connect the dots. So I have this handlebar here. It comes down a little bit across and then goes back up. Then I have the main part of the bike coming down over on this side and goes to the tire. So we're in this area. Now that my seat is located, I can draw a line that goes down to the gear shift from the main part of the seat. I have some lines that come back here to connect the tire to the bike. And then I have this part of the frame. I notice that this one comes really close to the midpoint here, so I'm going to come down close to the midpoint. This one goes a little bit, is further, it angles down more, so you can see a bigger space here than you do up here. And it kind of runs into this part over here. So now I have like the general location of the things that I'm going to include. Oh, I didn't include the details for the basket here. We'll add that real quick. And now that I have the spacing correct, now I can go back and spend a little bit more time adding the details. So now I can look a little bit more closely at the handlebar. I'm still drawing kind of light, but I'm adding more of the details to make it look more realistic. I'm thinking about the placement and location of things. I noticed that this handlebar goes a little bit past the seat, so I want to make that a little bit bigger. I can think about the angles. I just kind of drew a straight line here. This comes out, angles down, and then there's the handlebar part, or the part where it goes down to the bike. And I'm just going to finish carefully following these lines so that I can get a more realistic drawing.